Hey YouTube, this is Team Genetrix here. I'm Joey and I'm here with Calvin and his plant synchro deck profile that he's had for quite some months, and so we thought it was a good time to do a deck profile of him, and later, hopefully like in the near future, we plan to do a junk doppel versus plant duel, and so I think that'll be pretty action-packed, and so I'll let Calvin continue with the deck profile.
Alright, I'll start with main deck. Here's your plant engine here. You got... This is for 2014, by the way. Okay, so you got your Dandelion. It's just like awesome for synchroing and protecting if you need it to. It's kind of a dual effect. You got one Lone Fire. I don't have a second one. If I had a second one, I would kick out a Spore for it, because it's obviously better than a second Spore. I just run the second Spore right now because when I play it at 1, I don't see it enough. So I like having the option to play it at 2, and like drawing into it isn't even that bad anyways, because then it's just a tuner, or you can like use 1-for-1 or something with it. And so I don't know. I like it at 2 for now, but I would definitely prefer another Lone Fire. And then like another plant. This is like the most used plant engine is these here, but the Rose Whip in my build is amazing, and I'll show you why later. And then another plant card. It doesn't really kind of have an effect with the deck. It's just kind of there to help with synchros. And it's Fallen Angel of Roses. It's really good in the deck because you can bounce tokens back from Dandelion, which is really awesome, just to get out a 24 and level 7, which is great for syncing. And yeah, so like this is my plant engine. So that's it for that. There's more monsters, of course, though. Then the one Debris, because it obviously went down to 2, or down to 1, sorry. The card's amazing. It gets Veilered all the time though, so Jordan. And then like another huge component of the deck is Card Trooper. Card Trooper is huge right now in this deck. Like, it used to be good with like the Chaos variants and all that. It's always been a fairly decent card in the deck just because it's Earth, level 3, and I mean you draw cards and stuff, so that's good. Milling out your deck is always good. And but it's really good in this deck because it just sets up all your combo pieces with your Spore, Dandelion, and Lone Fire. So awesome card. And then another reason why it's really good is Double Crane. I probably would play this card at 3. I don't have a third one right now. I would definitely play it at 3 if I had Melier. I really, really want Melier, but I can't get my hands on one right now. The deck would be a lot better with Melier, honestly. But this makes Melier so live with your Card Trooper, which is one reason why, like I said, Melier is too good in the deck. I guess like the Melier builds are more Exceed base, which is kind of what I want. I don't really want that for this deck. I really don't, because I like the Synchro variant. I made this deck before any of like plant dragons were a thing, and I was really proud of like how I wanted it to be, because I wanted to kind of stay true to the original ideas of the deck way back when it was OP. And so I don't know, that's just like kind of, I don't really like the idea of an Exceed variant, so I don't know, you kind of need them in there, but whatever. Moving on. One junk forward. This would be swapped out for another Crane, but it's like similar to it. It's a Cyber Dragon effect, so level 3 Earth, so good again with Crane here. And then for just another tuner that should just kind of be in most synchro decks is Birdman. Just basic, easy to play. And then the one Redox, because you play a ton of Earth targets, and it's just a Monster Reborn, so I mean there's no reason not to play it. And it's also really good with synchroing. So like that's it for like the main monsters. Then we got some hand traps here. 2 Treg. This Treg is excellent in really any Synchro deck because of the level modulation, and you run so many different types of levels. So, I mean, I know going into this format, it's likely that level 4 decks will be dominating the meta, and you don't run any level 4s in here. Besides debris. Yeah, thank you. So, I mean, not very reliable, but it's still good for the level modulation to sink into. So, then we got just 2 Valor. I think it'll be good going against Bujins and Firefist, which is going to be a pretty popular deck. So, that is it for the monsters. Going on to the spells. 1 for 1. It's seriously amazing in this deck. Not really going to cover it. That's also another reason why I run Effect Failure, because it's another target. Then Mind Control, it's just good in really any Synchro deck, so it should be played. Foolish, it really just sets up graveyards, so you can like Foolish your Dandy if you really need to survive for a little bit. I don't know, it's pretty simple as that. And Dark Hole, just to clear the board for whatever you need to go off with. And then Scapegoat. Scapegoat is really good because you play Neteria Synchros and its tokens are Earth type. So that's another reason why I really like this deck, because I've always loved Neteria Synchros, and yeah, this card makes it pretty easy to go into, and it has dual purposes because you can sync with the tokens or you can just protect yourself. So those are it for those spells there. Got some more. Just Duality for consistency. I like to play Duality in a lot of my decks now because I tend to stay away from decks that are really, really fast, minus Infernities. So that. And I just added in Lances. I got them super from Joey here. And I was like, well, the card's beautiful, and I feel like I kind of need to play it in something. And this is kind of what I put it in. And my logic behind it was, like, once you get out your big synchros, people are going to, after all the work that you put into it, they're going to do stupid stuff like bottomless and stuff, so why not protect it with a Lance? And then we got 2 space just for same kind of thing, except, like, pre. So that's it for the spells. Traps. 2 call. I would probably play this at 3, actually, because, like, being able to go Black Rose, blow up field, and then next turn call a Haunted it back, that's pretty crazy in my opinion. So, I don't know. It's really good to set up many plays in the deck. So, 2 call, probably played at 3. I don't know where the room would fit in it for it, though. That's the only issue. Then playing 2 Black Horn of Heaven. I'm somewhat iffy on this card because it's okay, but I like it for things like it's decent against Firefist because like they special, but not as much as many other decks. Like I guess Mermails is pretty good against, and I don't know. It can be easily sided out though. That's the thing. Every deck probably specials. Every deck that's gonna be doing well this format will special. It's just a matter of how much. So I don't know. Black Horn of Heaven is cool. I like it. No cost, Solemn Warning, pretty cool. Then Double Depriz, I just love this card. I play it in a lot of my decks. And then some one-up traps. We've got Trenchel, Mirror Force, Warning, Compulse, and Bottomless. So as you guys probably have seen in many of my other deck profiles, I just tend to play heavy traps. Moving on to the extra deck, you got 1 Levier. Probably play this at 2 in replacement for Melier at the moment. You can just make some pretty cool plays with it, with Spore and Redox. So I don't know, it's a good card. It's the only Exceed I actually play in the deck. You can play Dragosax and Big Eyes, but I don't know. I don't really want this deck to be super meta. I just kind of want it to be my deck, you know? So, I don't know. We go into the Synchros. 1 formula. The card's good. It's just lets you draw, basically. It's what you use it for. And I guess I kind of really want to do this to somebody where you leave your field with this and the ability to make Black Rose and do that, because I think that'd be super mean. Neteria Beast, like I said, I really like the Neteria Synchros, so Catastor, it's just a pretty good rank 5, or level 5, my bad. So I like to play it. Hyper Librarian, it's a synchro deck. You gotta play Hyper Librarian. And then a card I'm gonna explain. Queen of Thorns. This card is probably like never seen any play to my knowledge. But what it does is it reads. I'm gonna actually read the exact effect. Each player must pay 1,000 life points to normal or special summon a non-plant type monster from their hand. So what that means is that, I mean, it's as simple as that. You're gonna be able to summon this guy, leave the field clear with like just her and maybe some back row, and your opponent's gonna have to make a decision to either find a way to pop it or deal with paying life points until they can. So I think that is pretty cool. I like it. I don't go into it that much, but in theory it's pretty good. Then Barkion, because like I said, love Neteria Synchros. Double Black Rose Dragon. I love the card so much in this deck because it has the additional plant effect, which is really cool. So it just kind of incorporates the card a lot more into the deck. Then Stardust just for protection. Thought Ruler, I just like the card, it's pretty cool. Scrap, pretty good just for popping, because that's one thing the deck kind of lacks, is the ability to pop individual cards. Like, you got Black Rose to nuke the field, but that's your field too. So, I don't know, Scrap is good. Cream Delator, this might come out. I guess it really depends on how the meta forms. We'll see. And one Mistworm. I'm really iffy on the card, because, like, it's okay, but I don't know, it's not the best. And it's not the easiest to go into, so you're going to be wasting, like, 3 material just to get into the one card that's only okay. If it was Trish, that'd be a different story. And then for the final card, Star Eater, which is like one of my favorite synchros to go into because it's so safe, except for Compulse. But so yeah, that's it for the extra deck. By the way, you can get Star Eater out so much; it's like hilarious. Star Eater is just like constantly on board. And then I just kind of want to show you guys my tokens. For my birthday, I got like a bunch of old Japanese cards from like the Bandai series. And here they are. So, yeah, those are those. I've got like a bunch of them, so I'll probably show that in another video. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. That is my deck profile. We'll be posting a bunch more tonight. We've got like all the team over, so yep. Thank you guys for watching. Team Genetrix out.